To my readers out there, read this book. To my non-readers out there, read this book. I love it. Hey everyone, my name is Macy Guerrero. I'm a senior at TIG High School, and I'm very excited to share with y'all my favorite book in the entire world, The Siren by Kiera. I absolutely love this book, and every time I read it, I can't put it down. I've read it 6 times. Okay, sorry, I had to put that out there. So, this book, the main character Kaylin is on the verge of death when she begs for her life. In return, the ocean brought her to a group of sirens who sank the ship she and her family were on. As a result, she is given a choice, life or death. In The Siren, the ocean is almost like a person, and like any person must be fed in order to live. And Kaylin must repay her debt by serving the ocean for 100 years, luring countless strangers to their death, her voice being her weapon. Through the years, her and her sisters, the other sirens, are allowed to live among people. While Kaylin is determined to finish out her duty in solitude, she meets a caring young man named Akinlai. He is everything Kaylin ever dreamed of, falling in love with a human breaks the ocean's rules. Kaylin is one to follow the rules, but now she is determined to follow her heart. There's so much I love about this book. Kiera does an amazing job of introducing all the characters without getting the reader confused. What I find so creative is that the ocean is portrayed as like a mother to the girls. She is very protective of them and loves each and every one of them, although she does favor Kaylin a little bit more. What I find so fascinating is that you grow to love these characters, and of course the relationship between Kaylin and Akinlai. Now onto my negatives of the book. First off, there are no negatives. I love everything about this book, but as any good critique, I have to look a little bit deeper. And I have to say that leading up to the climax, it's a little bit slow. What I say to that is hang in there. You will not regret it. You will not regret it. I loved everything about it. I know I keep saying that a lot, but it's totally worth it. Now, Kiera is a brilliant author. I mean, she has written some of my favorite books, The Siren, of course, and one of my probably favorite series, even though there's a bunch, as you can see here, the Selection series. Anyone who has read this series knows that it is so good and you can't put it down. In fact, I have 3 of the books here. Let me grab them right quick. I'm doing great. Okay, Selection series, totally worth it. I'm missing 4 of the books? No. Let's see, 1, 2, I think I'm missing like 2 or 3 of the books, but these are totally worth it. I suggest reading these also. Again, you will not be able to put them down. And back to The Siren. For anyone thinking about reading this book, do it. I have read this book, again, at least 5 times. And every time I read it, I can't put it down. I find everything about this book lovely. My rating for this book is a 5 out of 5. Again, I love it. Because I love seeing the characters grow for the good and sometimes the worst. You see how Kaylin is so shy in the beginning, then blossoms into this determined, headstrong siren who loves a boy who looked past her differences and inability to speak. You see the pain she goes through and the love she has to make her stronger, even if she doesn't know it. You see the heartache, the hurt, the self-hate she feels for having to sing innocent people to their death. That is why I give this book such a high rating. And I want to leave you with this quote because I absolutely adore it. Books were a safe place, a world apart from my own. No matter what happened that day, that year, there was always a story in which someone overcame their darkest hour. I wasn't alone. And that's what you should feel right now, is that books can be a safe place during this time of scariness. I completely escape all my fears of the outside right now and just read, because that's all I really can do during this time. I implore you to read this book. I hope you do. If you do, please give me your comments, your feedback. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. If you've already read this book, please tell me what you have to say about it. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope all of you stay well and healthy. I love you all. Bye.